Hello, thank you for watching this brief presentation. 17% more of anything is a lot. If someone on Wall Street gave you $1.17 for every dollar you gave him, well, you'd take that deal all day long, right? That 17% return on investment gets even more appealing when the numbers start to get really big. And your investment has a lot more digits to the left of that decimal point. We are the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 48 in Portland. And our skilled craftsmen and women are the most productive electricians in the industry. In fact, according to a comprehensive study done on bang for your buck in construction, we are 17% more productive. If you're a construction user that has a relationship with Local 48, we hope you're pleased by that number. If you're not, whether you just don't know much about us or had an unfortunate experience once upon a time, maybe it's time you check out the IBEW once again. Why? You thought you'd never ask. The 17% more productive finding comes from a 3-year study done by Independent Project Analysis Incorporated, a group that takes on large research projects involving the construction industry. The study involved hundreds of similar union versus non-union job sites. It was funded by 52 large industrial owners who just wanted to take a hard look in the mirror, study their own jobs, and learn the truth.
One of the things that we discovered in the course of this study is that in the United States, union labor was distinctly more productive than non-union labor. Some people, particularly those who have an ideological bias around the subject, were shocked at the result. Some people who actually understand it a little better were not shocked at all. Okay, so they said it couldn't be otherwise. It didn't surprise me for the simple reason that as I looked at the results of the study, one of the things that was perfectly obvious is there's a very clear relationship between labor productivity and wage.
17% more productive.
17% more productive.
That's a 1 with a 7 behind it.
17%?
17% more productive.
The 17% more productive finding would be like keeping a non-union workforce on the job an extra 82 minutes a day, each and every day. It's like taking 100 of us and 100 of them and still having to hire 17 more of them just to try to keep up. Oh yeah, then the work still has to be done right, doesn't it? Several hundred projects studied, countless statistics and measurements of comparison that must make any head spin, and still can come down to a simple recognition of some basic facts.
I need to tell you a story about this because it's kind of funny. I was delivering the results of the labor productivity study to one of our major U.S. contractors. And I actually had their executive committee and their president and chairman were there. And when I presented the result around the union labor, it got an argument going, okay? And oh no, that can't possibly be right. I mean, blah, blah, blah. Finally, the chairman stopped the argument. He said, for heaven's sake, boys, he says, they're better trained. He said, because they're better trained, they're gonna be more productive. Is that clear? That was the end of the discussion.
Our self-funded training not only demonstrates our commitment to being leaders in our industry, it's your guarantee of having the most skilled construction professionals in the business on your job. So not only are we the most productive, you're not paying for us to learn on the job. One thing about the best construction jobs, no matter where they are, is that the road to success begins before the first shovel of dirt is ever turned. We are as proactive as you want us to be. Plan the work, and then work the plan.
If I have skilled labor, and I involve that labor in the development of the planning for the work, and I've done my development of the project correctly, I can get incredibly good results. And that's because everybody understands that the effective labor cost is hours times wage, not just wage. And the hours are what kill you.
So the moral of that story is the higher wage you might be paying an IBEW craftsman or woman comes back to you many times over in work done better and more efficiently. One more thing before I let you go. Although the productivity study is the most recent finding by the Independent Project Analysis Group, it is a few years old, and some may question that 17% more productive number today. We agree. We think it might be low, because over the past couple of years, we've ramped up our new IBEW Code of Excellence program that puts into writing our promise to deliver the best we have to give to our customer. A promise of top individual performance that applies to every electrician walking through that job site gate. To learn more about the Code of Excellence, we invite you to go over to IBEWOurpower.com and click on the Code of Excellence tile. On behalf of the management team and each and every member of IBEW Local 48, thank you for watching this message. An independent group of construction users with no dog in the hunt has determined that we are the most productive electricians money can buy. We think that's great, but we'd rather prove it to you. Thanks again.